We are testing viral TikTok food recipes today. TikTok recipes are very popular, and I know not everybody has TikTok. And as always, I will leave the original creators' links down below because it is only fair for you to go and follow them if you do have TikTok. For those of you who don't TikTok, here is a chance for you to see some TikTok recipes. We have 4 of them to test today. None of them are actually anything that you really have to cook. Like, they're not like full meals or anything like that. So, but they are things that sound really good. You stick around and find out what they are. The first one we are doing is the viral spiral cucumber salad. I believe the original creator called it Addictive Cucumber on her video. In this video, she got cucumbers and they cut them like an accordion, like spiral. I've never done it before, so I'll be trying it for the first time here on camera. So let's go ahead and get started. Picked up these little mini cucumbers. We're only going to use 4 today. I think I'm pretty much going to be the only one in this house trying to eat it. So alright, so they do use chopsticks to make sure that we don't cut through the cucumber all the way. If you don't have chopsticks, you can use straws, you can use, 2 butter knives or anything like that. But what they say that you got to do is you just got to cut all the way down the cucumber, straight cuts all the way down. That knife is going to hit the chopstick, so you don't have to worry, it's not going to cut the cucumber all the way down. And as you can see, I'm really bad at this. I'm cutting probably thicker slices than I'm supposed to, but towards the end I finally was able to get thinner slices, and that is what you want. You want thinner slices for this. Once that's done, you're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna do the same thing, except we're gonna do cuts at 45-degree angle all the way down. So you're gonna cut it diagonally all the way down, and you have a little accordion cucumber here. Next thing we're doing is we're gonna add our 4 little cucumbers to a bowl. We're adding in some sweetener. I'm using monk fruit, and then we are adding in some sesame seeds here. And then the next thing we're adding is some red pepper chili flakes and some minced garlic. Use whatever kind of garlic that you want. I just had fresh garlic, so I used that. And then we're adding in some sesame oil here. And then I'm adding in some rice vinegar. If you don't have rice vinegar, I'm pretty sure that you can also use apple cider vinegar. And then they do add in some soy sauce. I'm adding in some liquid aminos, so whatever you normally use, give it a mix. And then they do say to let it sit overnight for at least an hour. So we're putting it in just till the end of the video. Next TikTok recipe that we're trying out today, one is called the Grated Egg Toast. Now, I will tell you, I've already tried this one. In the original time that I tried that, is I did add some everything but the bagel seasoning. Give that a try. Now we're ready to build our grated egg avocado toast. So we're using a cheese chaffle, but like I said, you can use like any keto bread that you would normally use. And then just, toast it. Just whatever you would eat avocado toast on. And then we're adding on some mayonnaise. And then she actually did slices of avocado, but I really actually prefer smashed avocado, so that's what I'm doing. I just feel like everything stays put better. And then she added salt and pepper. I'm adding on the everything but the bagel seasoning. So pick whichever one that you want, but you guys, do not skip out on the everything but the bagel seasoning. It is really good on this. And then what she did was she got a hard-boiled egg, a little mini grater, and then she grated the entire hard-boiled egg onto the piece of toast. And yes, do the whole egg or it's not the same. That's what she says. So there we have it. And then the other thing she adds was some sriracha to the top. So that is what we did. We have finished our grated avocado toast. Here's our grated egg avocado toast chaffle here. Let me see if I can pull this down a little bit so you can see. Okay. So the reason I did it as a cheese chaffle is because it's supposed to be like an avocado toast. And the Wonder Bread chaffles, they are made more like bread-like, so they're not too crispy, but this should be crispy, so let's see. This is so good. Maybe an avocado toast isn't just enough. Try it like this with the grated egg on top. It's so smart. You see how the egg just stays there? Like when you do slices of hard-boiled egg, they just, like, you take a bite and then half of it goes here and half of it hangs out, half of it falls off your bread. This is it. Probably gonna be full enough to where that's all you have to eat for breakfast, so try it. This is a great breakfast idea, so give it a try. Let's move on to the next. I can't eat that whole thing right now because I have to taste everything that we're doing today. Pesto eggs. Pesto eggs is another viral TikTok trend. She gets a toasted bread, chaffle, and then she puts ricotta cheese on there. For the ricotta, she puts smashed avocado. She puts honey on it. I know there's keto honeys out there. I've never tried any keto honey. I've never, you know, looked into it or anything like that. Comment down below if you've ever tried any keto honey. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. But today, since, you know, we at first I decided I just will omit the honey altogether. But then I thought, well, I like maple syrup with eggs. That's good. So we're just going to use that in place of the honey. We're going to put maple syrup on it. Okay, so it's totally optional what you want to do here. I'm just using a jar of pesto. You can use a jar, or if you usually make your own, use whatever you normally do. And then what you're doing here, the whole point is using the pesto as the oil for the eggs. So you don't want to add oil on top of it. But we're going to add that to the pan, and then we're going to add our eggs to the pan. So she added 2 eggs on top of the pesto, and then you're just kind of letting your egg cook in the pesto. If you don't like fried eggs, I know not everybody likes fried eggs. I love fried eggs. If you don't like them, then, you know, just mix the pesto in and make some scrambled eggs for yourself or something like that. And I know what you're thinking right now. The girl that did this video used a sourdough bread. It was kind of a long piece of bread. So, Sabrina, why did you not just use 1 egg if you're just doing it on a chaffle? And I don't know if you're going to be able to get 2 eggs on a chaffle, but I know that's what you're thinking. And the problem is that, you know, I wasn't thinking. But I'm determined to get both of these yolks on this little round, chaffle size little pile I have here. So just bear with me. I'm like giving you the unedited version, and we're gonna make sure that these get on there and that they both fit onto the chaffle. I am determined to make it happen. And there you go. So I got both of them on there. Hopefully they stay. I could see it falling as soon as I get it on there. We're adding on some salt and some pepper, and then she also added on some red pepper chili flakes. And then we're pretty much just going to let it cook. So we're going to put the lid on, and then just for a few minutes until it's ready. And then we can set it aside and get our chaffle ready, or, you know, whatever toast you're going to use. And here we're adding on some ricotta cheese, which I've never had anything like this with ricotta before, like a sandwich or anything like that. So we'll see how it goes. And then we're adding in our smashed avocado, of course. I can't remember if she did smashed or slices, but do whatever you like to do. And then after that, like I said, we're putting on this maple syrup because I don't have keto honey. I'm probably going to try some after this video, but right now I don't have any. Alright, I have a big feeling this is going to be really messy. It does look amazing, not going to lie. Let me actually cut it in half. Because, yeah. Alright, now it's probably easier to hold it. Okay. Tastes really good with the pesto. It tastes good with the maple syrup too. I can see why they did the honey, because it's adding a little sweet into it. So I can see how you like it with the honey. So if you do have keto honey, try it with the honey. But if you don't have honey, or you don't want to buy honey, that's good with the maple syrup. This last recipe that we're testing out is called the green goddess salad. To mix it all together, it becomes like a dressing slash kind of like a dip. She ate it with some of those blue corn chips. I did end up going ahead and making some cut the carb chips. So alright, so for this green goddess salad, she says to get a small head of cabbage. So I definitely got the smallest one because I don't know who's going to eat this besides me. And she said just chop it up into little pieces, like kind of like dice it, you know. I'm going to chop this up and then we're going to add it to the bowl. Okay, next up we're adding our cucumber. We gotta chop that up just the same, dice it up as small as you can. I mean, you know, just really small pieces. Normally I peel my cucumber, but she didn't, so I'm trying to do it just how she did it in the video. So, that is why. So I'm gonna just chop it up really small, and we're just gonna speed it up a little bit because I'm sure you guys know how to cut a cucumber. And then we're gonna get that added to the bowl and then see what else we have to add. Alright, this other thing we're doing here is we're adding in some green onion. So I have one bunch of green onion. We're just going to, same thing, chop it up small as you can and add that to the bowl. Alright, and then the final ingredient is like a 1/4 cup of chopped chives. And we can set this to the side, and we're actually done chopping everything that we need for our salad. Now what we need to do is, I believe we just need to start on the dressing. Okay, so to make the dressing, we're going to grab a blender, and then we're going to add in some spinach here, and we're also going to add in some fresh garlic. Next up, she added in 1 small shallot. I'm just going to cut it into smaller pieces and add it in there. And then here I have some lemon juice. And here we have our nutritional yeast. So this is a vegan recipe. I don't know if the girl who did the video is vegan or if she just made this recipe vegan. But this is some olive oil that's going in there. And then she actually used, I think it's a 1/4 cup of nuts total, but she used walnuts and cashews. I didn't have cashews, so I only used walnuts. And then we're going to blend everything up. But yeah, the nutritional yeast is in there because this is a vegan recipe. So vegans don't eat cheese. So the replacement would be some Parmesan cheese for this. But, you know, this is the recipe that's viral. The green goddess salad, this is the exact video. So we're trying it this way. We're going to pour in our dressing into all the vegetables that we chopped up for our salad. And then that's pretty much it. That is what you do. And now it is done. And I feel like this should sit for a little bit. So I think we're just going to give it a good mix. And then I'm going to set it to the side so that we can try our spiral cucumber. So we went ahead and got out the spiral cucumber salad from the fridge. So I went ahead and put it in a different bowl here. Here we have it here. Looks interesting. I do need a little practice on chopsticks though. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and try it out with that. It's good. To be like for something special occasion though, because I know I wouldn't just go through the trouble of making this spiral all the time. Probably one of those things where you can impress people. Okay, so the last thing that we have to try is the green goddess salad. We have let that sit for a few minutes because I feel like those kind of dressings always do better when they sit for a while. So let's grab that real quick so we can give it a taste. Now during the video I did end up having to put it in a bigger bowl because it, you know, went to the top. I'm one of those people who who always has to have a bigger bowl, because if not, that mess will go everywhere. I can definitely smell the nutritional yeast in it. Not sure how I'm going to feel about that. But like I said, this is a vegan recipe. So what makes it vegan is the fact that they use nutritional yeast in it. if you're not familiar with nutritional yeast is basically like a replacement that vegans use for cheese, like Parmesan cheese. So it gives things cheese flavor, but it's not really cheese. Let me actually grab the bottle. What it is, it's actually, I've used it in like baking like keto breads and stuff like that, when you want to give it, like, take away the egg taste, or you know, put like a little cheese flavor in there. It does, you know, cover up some flavors. So here's what it looks like. Nutritional yeast. And I just had perfect amount left for this recipe. If you don't have nutritional yeast, or you don't like nutritional yeast, and you don't feel like going to buy some because it's not really cheap, then you can use grated Parmesan cheese. It's, you know, whatever. Hopefully it's good. There you go. Did make some cut the carb chips. So we can give it a try with those. She, in the video, ate this on white or the blue corn chips. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that it's all that it's hyped up to be, but it is good. But I wonder if you used Parmesan cheese instead of the nutritional yeast, if I would have liked it better. Let me grab some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna just sprinkle some in there real quick. All right, so I'm just using some Parmesan cheese, and I'm just gonna sprinkle some in there. I'm curious to see if it tastes any different, better or worse. It's better. It is much better, in my opinion, with the Parmesan cheese. But I'm not a vegan or anything, so of course I'm gonna go with the Parmesan cheese. People add avocado to it. It probably is really good with avocado. Let me know in the comments if you have ever tried any of these recipes before. Let me know if you watch TikTok. Are you even interested in seeing TikTok videos? I know some people have commented saying in past videos saying that they don't have TikTok, so thanks for sharing. So I'm gonna try to post more TikTok trending or viral recipes as I see them. Again, like I've said before, they may not have to be viral, but if I see them and they look interesting, then I might still include it in that video. And let me know, out of the 4, which one sounds the most interesting to you, which one sounds the most horrible to you. Let me know. I am dying to know what you guys think. Like, would you guys even try this cucumber or the goddess salad? Because I mean, the other two are a given, right? Like, who doesn't like eggs and stuff? But would you, out of the spiral cucumber salad or the green goddess salad, would any of those even be anything that you would even attempt to try? Or would you like never try those? Because the only reason I tried them was for this video. I probably would have never tried to make them on my own. But they are both good. They're not like something I would make all the time. And I think that they did overhype it. It is overhyped on TikTok, but hey, everybody has different tastes, and I'm really plain. I don't like all that stuff. I'm really just plain and simple, and like plain and simple things. So that might be part of the reason too. But let me know in the comment section again, and I will see you on the next video.